everyone who joined. Next year, let's definitely do it bigger. We're doing more ahead of time. That way we could let people know. I think I was telling Byron, maybe next year we could do something like either in my crib or Chuleta Al's crib, that we could do something like we order pizza, wings, and we can invite people and make it more fun. But that's it, man. I was just like I said, it was fun while it lasted. It was a good thing, especially during this pandemic, for us to kind of keep in contact throughout this whole shit. So, congratulations, Baron. You still got to pick up your fucking trophy. So that means Baron should be here next week because he's not getting his pop until he gets his trophy. So, there you go. Other than that, TV shows.
Today I watched the Tony Parker documentary on Netflix, which is pretty cool.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just came down today. I started watching Gangs of London that Barry kept telling me to watch. I saw 2 episodes, but then after the second episode, I had to turn it off. I was like, it seems cool.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what Barry said was cool because of the way they're fighting and killing. I'm like, I noticed there's 2 people from Game of Thrones on that show. And one from Peaky Blinders. What else I watched? I watched a movie called All My Life. About a young dude who fell in love with a girl.
Oh, I watched that.
I saw that last night with my girl. True story. It was pretty cool. I watched the new cartoon movie by Disney and Pixar. I think it's called Soul.
Yeah, that was great.
Great movie. We watched Craw 2, is another animated movie. But I think that's about it. Mostly I've been watching documentaries. I watched the John Bezos shit that Santi's told us about.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that one you told me about, the AI, the intelligence stuff, the artificial intelligence.
That's crazy, the trucks.
Yeah.
I like the Bezos one is more entertaining, but the other one I was like amazed, especially how China operates, and you're like, holy shit.
So I'm
like the jaywalking.
Mainly I've been into my documentary what you call it, binging. TV shows, because there's really not much to watch. So I haven't been that crazy with it. How about you?
We could definitely get into Power Book too, because I know you. I saw you yesterday, and I was like, yo, I wanted to talk to someone. Once I saw it.
Do you want to spoil it, or do you want to give it one more week?
Nah, let's just spoil this shit because I'll forget next week. So, people who haven't watched Power Book 2,
turn off your fucking podcast right now. If you're watched Power Book 2 Ghost, and you haven't watched the last episode, I suggest you turn down the volume of this podcast now for the next 5 minutes, because we're about to spoil it. And if you haven't watched it in the past 3 days, something's wrong with you, because everybody, even the same person that was on the show, spoiled it already for everybody.
Me?
No. The person that appeared on the show, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
He already spoiled it for everybody.
I didn't know. Why? Is it Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
So, yeah. The season ended good. I think the last 5 episodes were way better than the first 5 episodes. And I'm guessing it's because they're trying to introduce the new characters. For me, the whole season, the Tejada family, I want to know more about them, which is Mary J, the daughter, Drew, the son, Kane, that family. Sorry, but I still don't like the Method Man character. But it seems that him and Sax are not going to be, doing the dirty work.
Yeah.
Last episode was surprising. I really didn't think he was going to be in it, because I thought it was just somebody in that car.
Who, Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you see him there, I was like, holy shit. He's fucking actually here. But I was telling Baron, this motherfucker drove his car from Cali. Because he left to Cali in the last episode. But then drove back in the same car.
Yeah.
To leave again.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Just to coming back to kill one person.
I have 2 questions I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out. So it was a great. I would say the last 2 to 3 episodes have been great.
What do you think about that teacher dying, Jabari?
Oh, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
So, I don't give a fuck about him. That curly hair bitch is next.
Who the one that's fucking Z?
The fake groove theory. Yeah,
she's hot.
She's hot, but she's annoying. God. It's funny because Yanni was like, "Is she a teacher? How's she wearing this shirt?" You know, we don't pay.
She was wearing a dress. That was
she was wearing a dress with hoes.
Yeah, but that's college, bro. It's not high school.
I was like, "Yo, that's a fucking dope." Because smart college and she dressed like that.
Yeah, she's in a prep. But the thing.
This is my 2 questions. My first question that I was thinking, I was waiting for. What happened to the guy that this guy owed money to? Tommy's boy.
Where he
That's
go?
my fucking first question.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, this motherfucker, he was like, yo, you owe me 50 racks tomorrow. They never talked about that on the last episodes of Power, right? That was one. My second one is, you're going to like this one. Saxton, right?
The lawyer.
Is he a lawyer? That's my question to you.
Why?
Because this nigga wears FBI jacket. He's the only lawyer I know who acts as a detective, acts as FBI.
But Angela used to wear the FBI thing also, because they're part of the they're the lawyers for the FBI's section, so they were like district attorneys or whatever.
And yeah, but I never seen no lawyers. Yo, this nigga shows up in a court. Yo, when I was watching Power from talking about Power, original Power, I didn't know he was a lawyer until this season, when he actually started acting like a lawyer. And I'm like, yo, this guy's now a lawyer now? And then when I saw this, and I was like, yo, now this nigga's on the FBI? He's telling people, yo, do this. And I'm like, then I started thinking about it. I was like, yo, last season, he acted like a detective. This guy's a cop, detective, lawyer. Saxton does it all. I'm like, yo, next season probably be a judge. So that was the thing I was cracking up with my girl. I was like, yo, Saxton does everything. That nigga does lawyer, he does FBI, and he does judge. I'm like, I never knew somebody who could do all 3 jobs.
Angela did all of them except the judge.
And she's fucking sucked Ghost's cock. So she did more than she had more jobs. Other jobs was blow jobs. But that's what I was thinking about Saxton. Nah, for me, it was it was good. The writing, that girl that does the writing, man, she's on point.
Courtney Kemp, she's good, man.
She's good, man. Like, she's real good. You get to see towards the end Tariq kind of morphing into Ghost.
Yes.
Morphing into Ghost and all that stuff. It's good, man. I'm glad that they got rid of the moms because she was getting annoying.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it was like I said, the last 3 episodes were good. This episode was fucking, for me, great.
That's because Tommy was involved.
Exactly. When Tommy was like, yo, me and my girl were like, holy shit. So
when I watched it early, because I watched it like around 10 in the morning.
I watched it around that time too.
I wanted to text people, but I didn't want to fuck it up for them.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I watched it early. I didn't drink.
Try text. And I was like, fuck it, no, I'm gonna let everybody watch it. So seeing Tommy come out of when he went to go see Cash, Keisha's son.
Yes.
He looks taller and older already.
Yeah.
I was like, no way they got Tommy back. And I was like, yes! Because he's my favorite fucking character. I really didn't like Ghost. Ghost was a pussy ass.
Yeah, I always liked Tommy.
Tommy was my guy. And then I told Barry, I'm glad they're taking Tasha to fucking witness protection.
Yeah.
That means we don't got to see her no more. Now we just going to see the son turn more into Ghost with Braden, his homeboy.
And I love that kid. Let me ask you something. I never seen a guy so happy to sell drugs.
Tommy.
Yo, that kid loves to sell drugs. If you talk about somebody with passion,
and he got money already.
He's like LeBron James wanting to play with a basketball. Every time this guy has some type of scheme for drugs, come here. I gotta trust you.
The thing is, they remind me of Tommy and Ghost, but young.
Yeah, the only thing he's not
Doug like Tommy.
Doug, but I never.
But I think he's gonna turn into that.
I
Doug.
never seen somebody enthusiastic to sell drugs.
And
you tell him sell drugs, he like a dog. The ears go up.
Like I said, I like the Mary J. Blige character.
I like her, but sometimes she's too much of the same thing.
Monet. Then when I was watching, I was like, yo, but Monet is money, but just different.
You're stupid, but French.
Yeah. It's Monet, but then you was like, yo, Monet is actually money.
Yeah.
Then that character she killed, Rico, who's a comedian, that he was eating the shrimps on top of the car when she went to give him the money. He was in the Kevin Hart show,
Real Husbands of and Housewives.
Yeah. He was his assistant.
Oh yeah. You talking about the guy from ATL, the T.I. movie.
T.I. movie.
Yeah, gotcha.
So when I first saw him, I was like, I can't picture him as a thug. You know what I'm saying? He had the beards and the braids, and then when the way he was talking to Monet, like, I see you not gonna give me that pussy, and I was like, yo, man, I hope they kill him. And then Mary J went bang bang. I was like, she did it for me. Yeah. Perfect. So the episode was great. Tommy came back, but that's it. We're not going to see him anymore until his new show comes out this year, because it said Raising Kanan and that show supposed to be coming out this year. Supposedly.
Smart.
I think
if they wait any longer, people will forget.
And the good thing about the Raising Kanan, the 50 Cent show, is because it's going to be a prequel to everything.
Yeah.
And they still could bring back Power Book 2, the one with Tyreek. It's still probably going to come back this year. And then Tommy's a whole different shit. So, Stars is going to be all power. Like, we still got those three. And then we got the Lawrence Tate one that he's a fucking governor. Yeah. So we still missing that one. So every time you put on Stars channel, all you're going to see is power.
Yeah, I think the Lawrence Tate one, if you could maybe match him up and add... Because you got to add someone else to the mix to that shit.
I don't know what.
Even maybe Method Man, crazy as it sounds, like, because who's another like trifling type of person trying to get money, but it ended up powerful. I would say that.
We used to Junior.
Other than that, I watched Shameless, which like Albert was telling me yesterday, they haven't been on place. They've been giving like kind of best of. So the episode they gave this week was Kev and I forgot her name. Which is the black chick? Is it Ange?
Oh, Jack.
V and Kev. So me and my girl watched that, which was fun. We were cracking up. Other than that, another big one. Other than that, now I'll wait for the big one for Al. I want to go take a piss break, but I've been watching this show called The Chef Show. So I watched a movie called The Chef. I think it's called The Chef with the guy who directed Star Wars. Pretty good movie. Then he did a show on on Netflix based on that movie, which is him kind of chefing it up. So if you like cooking, I'm the only person who doesn't cook shit, but I like to watch cooking shows. So that one is pretty good. The only other thing is Cobra Kai, which I'm waiting for Al. I'm sure Al ended it. I watched the same movie that Albert said a few minutes ago. Other than that, like, I actually started watching, I think yesterday. Yesterday. Me and my girl started watching The Crown. The reason I started watching is because I've been to London so many times, but I don't know shit about the whole history of it. So, like, I was curious to see, and it's a good show so far. It's a little slow, but I like the facts that you're learning about how Queen Elizabeth came, her father who was the King George, and all the kings are all George, all the women are Elizabeth. And I didn't know about there was like a fog, and I forgot what year that really killed people. So they even have parts. I think that even the Titanic travels into London. So it's a good show. Like, the directing and the acting is on point. It's kind of like what's the name of the Hackett's? Ratchet. The way they dress, and like there's certain shows like if you watch Made Men, you felt like you were in that era.